everyone, welcome back if you've been here around lately. Today's build, as you can see, it's still a VOD from Twitch because I'm streaming on Twitch, guys. I have a schedule, and if you'd like to stop by, the link is down in the description. Thank you. And let's get into talking about this build, right? Today's build, as you can see, it's a knitting shop. I've done it, I think, last week or maybe the week before on stream. I don't even remember. It's been a while since I've done it, and it's available on the Sims resource to download. The link is down in the description. It's free, you can download it. So it was a morning. I just woke up and I was like, what should I build today? I was looking on Pinterest, and then I saw this illustration. It showed a knitting shop, and then I was like, why did I never ever thought about building a knitting shop in The Sims? Damn. And then I was like, the next thing I know, I was streaming and building this, right? It came out really small, cozy, and cute. It's like an overload of cuteness in here. And I was thinking here, what should I do to include something that will show our store is a knitting store? And then I was thinking, why don't I just size up the items from Nifty Knitting? And then I came to that idea to size up that object to show us that this store is a knitting store. Oh my god. That this shop is a knitting store. And yeah, I really enjoyed working on this build. I felt so good. It was just nice. Like, the inspiration was there and I was feeling good. I was like, oh, nice store and everything. So yeah, the build is available to download on the Sims resource. The link is down in the description. And yeah, it took me some time to put it on the Sims resource because I didn't playtest it fully, and I didn't know that you cannot buy items if they are not specifically placed on the slots that came with the get work tables. And I didn't place them like that. I placed them freely, like moving the table, doing with the red shelf and everything. So yeah. In here I tried to do a look down next to the stairs, like a slightly bigger look down, but it still doesn't work when you place the build, so I just gave it up and I just put the railing next to the stairs, and that's all. I couldn't do the look down thingy because Sims is just really fascinating when it comes to building stuff, like doing the look downs for the stairs and so many other things, right? But overall the build came out really good and pretty, and I'm happy with it. It wasn't a big build, it was like a small build which brought me a lot of joy. I got to work on the landscape a lot. And talking about big builds, I got to build a high school some days ago with the new pack, and I was in pain. I was like, why did I choose to build a high school out of all the things? Because the lot was huge. It's, I think, 64 by 64. It was just pain for a long time, and I was like, oh my god. But it came out really cozy and nice because I tried as much as possible to work on the landscape more than the build. I wanted the build to be smaller because Lil Simply said on one of her videos that you can, I mean, it takes a lot of time for you to move your sim around the lot if it's too big, and it just consumes a lot of time. So that's why I tried to do it smaller, and I did my best. It was nice. The video is on my channel, the speed build. And yeah, back to this build. In here is just like pure decoration, these shelves that I did here in this corner. I wanted to put all the stuff there so you can see it. It's just pretty, a lot of pretty stuff in this pack. I remember this pack was done by the choosing of the community. Like, they did surveys with us, polls, what we want to have in the pack, like what should end up in the pack, like furnishing wise. And I remember when it came out, there was majority of people that didn't like it because of the colors. Like knitting supposedly would go for elderly, right? But the pack is like so colorful and doesn't have a lot of neutrals and everything, so people didn't really like it. I was for not a long while, but for like short while into this majority, I was like, oh, the colors and everything, but I got used to it. I'm not using it a lot in my builds. I used to use a lot the hanging plants because I love them, but other than that, not really a lot, because I'm not friend of the colors. I believe I would like more neutral, so yeah, that explains it. And in here I'm just trying like to use a lot of the boxes from Dream Home Decorator. Since I got that pack, I cannot stop using the boxes, like the clutter boxes, because they are so good, and it made my life so much better than with that pack. We got finally the hanging clothes to do better wardrobes and so on. I was so happy. And in here, obviously, the build is gonna be slightly changed from what we see in the speed build, because I told you I had to put the objects on specific slots so they can be bought. But it's still mostly the same. It's just like the objects are slightly changed. But I think it's not a problem. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this build. I felt like it was such a cute build. And I also built a pet store, but I don't have the speed build for that, and I still have to do something. It's not still on the Sims resource. I might put it on the gallery, we'll see. And I might do the speed build because the story is really nice, and I would like you to see it in a speed build if you'd like, obviously. And in here upstairs I got to use all the storage, or how do I call it, or shelving things, like the you see, you know, the desk, I think the two desks, and the shelving thingy. I don't know how to call it, the storage. I don't know. Imagine, I don't even know how to talk anymore. But yeah, I got to use everything from the pack, and they're so pretty, and I was like so happy with it. And now that I'm looking at my speed build that I put that I did from the VODs actually, I'm just looking at my face in there all the time, and I'm like, damn, that's such a focused face in there, like me building something in the Sims, and you get to see that on stream live. Imagine my face being like, okay, I'm super focused. I'm in the Sims world right now. It looks kind of funny, and I was like, but I just didn't. I was like, if there is my face there, I don't need to redo like right now the recording with a face cam, but I will do that for some builds that I'm planning already in the close distance, in the close future. How do I say that? Close future. And yeah, I cannot wait to post them more. I just want to get back into posting builds, posting on Instagram, doing builds obviously, and streaming obviously. I really enjoy streaming Sims, like building, because I take a lot of time building, and I'm like, why not to stream this entire time? Like, why not to show people how I'm building, what I'm doing, having a nice chat with my viewers. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Also, there is like this seating area at the back of the store, and I was thinking, I don't know if that's possible to do gatherings for clubs in a store. Actually, I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm not a fan of gameplay, so I don't know that. But I was picturing a gathering of the knitting club maybe in here, which would be nice, right? And yeah, I mean, would be nice, right? I don't know. I wasn't too happy with the landscape that I did for this build. I felt like it was too plain. I don't know. I just didn't like it that much. That usually I do like my landscape a lot more, but I don't know. This time I didn't like it that much. I was like, you know, it is what it is. And I tried using more of this grass that comes in the debug menu. I love debug menu for landscape from old packs. Like, I'm always, when a pack comes out, I'm checking the debug for the landscape objects, because I love landscaping, if you know me. And landscaping is my favorite part, number one, you know. when it comes to build, and then it comes the interior furnishing and everything. And I was so happy when the new pack came out, high school years. I was checking the debug to see, and we got some pretty nice things in there. Unfortunately, some things are just like are just taken from other packs and put it and they're being put under the high school years. Like the white flowers that came without the retreat are now in this pack as well, under the debug menu, but from high school years, which is I noticed that Sims are doing that a lot sometimes, but it's fine. Now we can use the flowers without worrying that someone might not have out the retreat, right? um, let's see a good side of it, right? And basically I'm recording this the second time, I mean the third time actually. First time, I don't know what happened, I put the recording in the speed build and it's not there anymore. Then the second time I recorded and my voice decided to act on me and it was like and now the third time I think it's good, and we are finally doing it right. So yeah, if you'd like to stop by my Twitch, I would love to see you in there. And yeah, as you can see the landscape, it's cute. I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's not cute at all. It's cute, but I felt like I could have done better. I don't know, weird, right? It just feels weird. And this cross that I'm using on the walls is from Cottage Living debug menu, and I just love it. I just love it. I cannot stop using it in all my entire builds, and I'm like, I need to stop at some point, but I cannot. It's amazing, it's cute, it just gives so much better perspective on the build, like overgrown perspective, more cozy, I don't know. I love it. And guys, thank you for being here, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a good one, and I wish you a good rest of the day, whatever it is for you, you know. Thank you for being here, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.